God bless Texas, everybody. Welcome to the famous City of Stars here in Kilgore, Texas. This is Main Street with oil derricks everywhere. But there's a neat story to why these are all concentrated right here. I am literally walking on the richest acre in the world. So believe it or not, this area right here, the reason why it gets its name, the City of Stars, is because all the oil derricks are capped with stars. I don't know if you can see them on top there, but at night, in Christmas time, I guess they light up all the stars. So in 3 decades, this acre right here produced 2.5 million barrels of oil. That's why it's the richest acre in the world. Granted, it may be hard to make this place look pretty now that they've capped all of the wells and everything, but that's what this town is famous for. And we're gonna see a lot more of these in Texas, probably some working ones as well. I've actually seen them all over the country, and they actually stop pumping sometimes for a decade and then start repumping and get more oil. Here's a picture from 1937 when the drilling began. Yep. It actually does feel good to be back in Texas. I was a little worried about it because last time I was in Texas, things just did not work out as I had hoped. But I mean, I'm glad to be back, and got a new mission. It's worth mentioning, if I'm to make it to RTR by January 11th, I am behind right now. Texas is a big state with lots of road to cover, and right now I have to drive 51 miles a day to make it. I'm like, it's doable, but not ideal, basically. And by the way, I've gotten some questions about RTR. Just gonna address that real quick. It is not my event. If you would like more information about it, it's being put on by Bob Wells, Cheap RV Living on YouTube. You guys can look him up, watch some of his videos. He's got instructions, and there's rules, and there's things going on in his channel that you can get some information about. It's on BLM land, so it's free to camp for 14 days. And I think it's a 10-day event. I'm shooting for January 11th. But get with him if you guys want more info, because it's his gig. Fun little stop. Anyway, I'm gonna put on some miles. I think we're close to the Texas Welcome Center or a rest area of some sort. Well, darn, there is no welcome center. It's just a picnic area. This is actually kind of cool. Their little picnic covered areas are all built like derricks, oil derricks. That's pretty neat. I like that. Hey, not bad at all for me. I can enjoy this. We are literally right next to the highway though, but I'm getting solar and got a garbage can here. I was hoping for a sign somewhere in the picnic area that said parking limited to 24 hours like I saw before, but there's nothing written, so I'm gonna go by the normal unwritten rule that always says that you can park on these turnouts for 24 hours, or I'll ask somebody, but looks like we got more people gonna join in and enjoy the picnic. Been researching the tooth stuff, and one of my dentist doctor friends recommended that I do a little bit more research on the Maryland Bridge instead of an implant. So I have been doing a little bit of research, and I think that is a really good possibility of anchoring it between the other teeth, and that can be done in as little as 1 day in some cases. So as opposed to the implant possibly taking 6 months and 2 or 3 different visits. So I'm gonna think about it a little more. It's too bad because I really, really wanted a good fix. And you know, I invested originally in August $800 into that flipper tooth, which was a joke. I wish I would have put that money towards either a real bridge or the implant itself, but we'll do a little bit more research. I want to find out for sure. Anybody have any good or bad luck with a Maryland bridge? Leave me a comment below. Let me know. Otherwise, maybe moving ahead with that soon. Just want to do a quick update. I did some research here. I'm at the Texas DOT website, and I want to read what they say about RV overnight parking. It says the state of Texas allows parking for up to 24 hours at any of their rest areas, parking areas, or roadside picnic areas, what we're at right now, unless there are posted signs to the contrary. And it says only one of them in the state has no overnight parking signage. This one does not. That means we are good here. And I really appreciate that, because when you're boondocking and you don't need hookups, you really don't know how good the resource to be able to park overnight in Texas is until you leave Texas. And then everywhere else, every single rest stop, everywhere, like city ordinances and everything, they realize that there's a shortage of places to just park and sleep. So that's why that rule is really cool, and I love it. I'm happy to be back in Texas right now. I brought Jaxs Bed from the seat up here to see if he'll use it up here and sit next to me. I'm gonna share with you guys. I don't know if I'm still happy with this configuration. That's been about, what, 8 or 9 months now? I don't know what I could really change because I've got the 58-gallon water tank underneath there. I wish this was just more open. The table, I don't know what it is. I guess I just want it to feel more open and inviting when I first get in. And the table, although it slides, and right now it's in the slide out all the way position here, so you know you can sit at any one of these seats here, still, I just feel like there might be a better alternative at some point. Like maybe having one of those ones that mount here and then swivel out this way or something instead, because I don't do anything except eat and use my laptop. And generally this is my workstation where the table slides forward, and then this seat is where I sit if I want to watch TV or play video games. So I don't know, we'll think about it. I got time to think. What you doing there? You pretty comfy then? Looks like my plan worked. To bring your bed from the front seat to here. Now you get to sit next to me on the couch while I work. Do you fit in that thing? Your foot's kind of... Does it fit? Okay. Enjoy. I made a mistake. I made a mistake when I was in Georgia. Actually, buying that 30-pound propane tank, that was not smart of me. I was only thinking about capacity at the time. I forgot the whole reason why I travel with the 20-pound containers of propane. And that is so that I can easily replace these anywhere on the road at the exchange places. So, I mean, I had more capacity with the other one, but then I would just, I don't know. I didn't think that through, but anyway, I got a full tank now. I'll show you something. I haven't talked about the new Buddy heater very much. I've used it a couple times, but tonight it's definitely going to freeze. So we're going to fire this guy up and see how she works. You can't stand there, Jax. You're going to get burned up. No, you're going to get burned. You have to, thank you. Can you flop right there? And he flops on demand, and you're tangled. Now you have to move your tail. Your tail can't be there either. They can't be there. It has to move. Well, I'm just telling you. Putz. Okay, so there might have already been propane in the line, actually. Because it lit the first time. Now it's not. Come on. There we go. It's lit. We'll hold this down for 30 seconds. All right, stayed lit. We'll put it on high and let both elements completely fill up before we change it. Yes, we know you're a Mrouser. We got the heater on high right now. As you can see, both elements completely engulfed there. I don't think I will ever use it on full heat. Just standing here 4 feet away from it, it is incredibly warm. We'll move it down to medium here, which just cuts off one side. Now this side's on high. And if we go down to low, it puts that one on low. That is still a lot of heat. It's a lot of heat. But so far with using this heater, it has not done the weird stuff that the other heaters have done when it, the flame gets really high and then sputters and then dies out for no reason. So, and yes, I have mentioned this in other videos. I will sleep with the heater on low. Although, if it's 30 degrees or warmer outside and I have this thing on low, it will still heat me out of this tiny RV. At 3 a.m. I'll wake up just sweltering. It'll be 90 degrees in here. I'll have to turn it off. And then in an hour it'll be cold and I'll wake back up and turn it on low. And then it'll be okay till I wake up at about 7 a.m. So really, I only generally keep it on overnight when it's under 30 degrees where I can just leave it on. And if it does get a little too warm, I will change the crack in my windows from 2 inches to maybe 4 or 6 inches to let more cool air in rather than get up and turn this thing off. I keep all of my windows ventilated. I keep the tank outside when I'm using it, and I have the CO2 monitor. I have the propane leak detector going on. It is going to be safe to sleep with the heater on overnight. It hasn't killed me yet, hasn't killed anybody else that I know of, so as long as you follow all the rules, you should be good. So, smiles, good times ahead. I'm really excited, guys. I'll see you in a couple days. Bye-bye.